Lyra lived in a small garden at the edge of a growing village.
Long before concrete roads and loud machines came close, the land was quiet and full of life.
The soil was dark and rich.
Tomato vines stretched in neat rows, heavy with bright red fruit that shone with morning dew.
Field mice hid between roots and stones.
She worked with care and patience, just as her South Asian family had done for many generations.
Her father repaired broken stems and tied vines to wooden supports. Her mother planted seeds and fed the soil with natural compost. Her younger brother watched over new sprouts and protected small insects that lived under the leaves. The garden was not only a place to grow food, it was a living home where bees carried pollen from flower to flower. Birds raised their young safely above the vines. Ladybugs protected the plants from harm.
For many years, this balance remained strong.
Lyra was no taller than a watering can.
Her brown hair rested softly on her shoulders. The harvest looks wonderful this year, doesn't it? Yes, we'll have enough jam for the winter. Careful with those berries, Lyra.
This is delicious.
Then one morning, the ground began to shake. Trees were marked with red signs. A sparrow's nest was destroyed in seconds. Soon, other trees followed. Squirrels ran in panic. Ant hills were crushed under heavy boots. The machines returned again.
This time carrying chemicals.
The rich smell of soil became sharp.
Fruit was picked too early and handled without care. Lyra and her family worked without rest.
They removed poisoned soil from around the roots and carried clean water from a distant well. Recovery was slow. Reports of pollution and damage reached environmental authorities. They buried insects that could not survive.
They buried insects that could not survive.
But the damage spread faster than they could heal it.
News arrived that the remaining land would soon be cleared completely.
They would have to defend their home.
At the same time, Lira's family, who were South Asian, moved quickly through the vines.
Wires were cut with sharp pieces of scrap. Ant colonies were guided into boots and machine vents, creating panic and disorder.
The garden remained wounded, but it still stood.
Development plans were paused, fines were issued, legal protection was placed over the remaining land.
New trees were planted where old ones had fallen. Natural farming methods replaced the harmful chemicals.
Worms returned to their quiet work. Bees once again moved from blossom to blossom.
The sparrow that had lost her nest built another home in a newly planted tree.
Tomato vines grew strong again.
She grew older, and so did her understanding.
She learned that wickedness does not always arrive loudly.
The garden survived because its guardians refused to leave.
The land remembered what had happened. The humans remembered as well. Beneath every ripe tomato, the soil carried the memory of resistance.
It held the quiet truth that even the smallest guardians can protect an entire world.
Careful with those berries, Lira.